We're going to practice answering some more Nyseslat questions. You will need to use an answer sheet to mark your answers to the questions. When you take the test on Saturday, you will be given an answer sheet. Make sure the answer sheet is facing up. Write your name at the top of the page in the box labeled student name. You will mark the answers to some of the questions by filling in circles on this answer sheet. There are numbered answer spaces for each question. When you mark your answers, remember to fill in the circle completely. Fill in only one circle per question. If you fill in more than one circle, your answer will not count. If you change your mind about an answer, erase it completely. Do not make any stray marks on the answer sheet. Do you understand how to fill in the circles? Do you have any questions? Open your test booklet to page 9. This is the listening section. In this part of the practice test, you will listen to a passage and then answer questions about the passage. After I ask you a question, use your answer sheet to fill in the circle for the answer you think is correct. Do you understand what to do? Do you have any questions? Look at the directions on page 9. Directions. Listen to the passage. Then answer questions 1 through 6. Fill in the correct circle of your answer sheet. Now listen carefully. The title is Bringing Silk to the West. Pay attention to the picture. At its peak, the Roman Empire had grown very large and wealthy. The Romans obtained new, unfamiliar, and exotic items from around the world. When traders began selling a luxurious, soft material that was available only from China, wealthier Romans began to seek large amounts of this product through trade. The Romans originally believed that this material grew on Chinese trees. They later discovered, however, that a type of caterpillar known as a silkworm produces silk threads as it makes a cocoon. People collected these threads and then wove them into fabric. This fabric, which was called silk, was used to make clothes and became a symbol of wealth and status for the Romans. They spent large sums of money and traded gold and other goods to obtain it. The trade of silk between the Roman Empire and China became common. In fact, the eastern part of the route, which was used to travel between the two lands, came to be known as the Silk Road. Silk is still frequently used around the world as clothing material. In some areas of the world, silk continues to symbolize wealth and power. Please turn the page. Look at question number 1. Listen to this paragraph from the passage again. Then I will ask you which phrase explains where the Roman Empire obtained new materials. Quote, at its peak, the Roman Empire had grown very large and wealthy. The Romans obtained new, unfamiliar, and exotic items from around the world. When traders began selling a luxurious soft material that was available only from China, wealthier Romans began to seek large amounts of this product through trade. End quote. Which phrase explains where the Roman Empire obtained new items? A, at its peak. B, around the world. C, luxurious soft material. D, large amounts. Look at question number 2. Listen to these sentences from the passage again. Then I will ask you which phrase helps explain the meaning of traders. Quote, the Romans obtained new, unfamiliar, and exotic items from around the world. When traders began selling a luxurious, soft material that was available only from China, wealthier Romans began to seek large amounts of this product through trade. Which phrase helps explain the meaning of traders? A, the world. B, began selling. C, was available. D, began to seek. Look at question number 3. Which phrase from the passage indicates that silk is a popular clothing material even today? A, originally believed. B, collected these threads. C, still frequently used. D, in some areas. Look at question number 4. Listen to these sentences from the passage again. Then I will ask you which word describes the items the Romans obtained. Quote, at its peak, the Roman Empire had grown very large and wealthy. The Romans obtained new, unfamiliar, and exotic items from around the world. End quote. Which word describes the items the Romans obtained? A, grown. B, wealthy. C, exotic. D, world. Look at question number 5. Listen to the first paragraph of the passage again. Then I will ask you which phrase helps explain the meaning of exotic. Quote, at its peak, the Roman Empire had grown very large and wealthy. The Romans obtained new, unfamiliar, and exotic items from around the world. When traders began selling a luxurious soft material that was available only from China, wealthier Romans began to seek large amounts of this product through trade. End quote. Which phrase helps explain the meaning of exotic? Large and wealthy. B, new, unfamiliar. C, luxurious, soft material. D, began to seek. Look at question number 6. The passage says that wealthier Romans began to seek large amounts of silk to buy. Which pair of phrases from the passage supports the idea that the Romans were eager to buy silk? A, the Roman Empire had grown between the Roman Empire and China. B, spent large sums of money, traded gold and other goods to obtain it. C, grew on Chinese trees, collected these threads. D, still frequently used around the world, continues to symbolize wealth. This is the end of the listening activity.